قولي الله اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد أما بعد. Okay, Alhamdulillah, and a very good morning to all of us. And welcome to all parents and teacher Taufiq and also teacher Hamzi. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, this morning we are going to have a short session. Okay, regarding about the Al-Amin Tropicana secondary school. Okay, so today we are lucky together with us this morning our principal of secondary school, Ustaz Taufik bin Pamis so insyaallah lah for today our session is more like a sharing from the principal regards to the secondary school secondary, maybe about curriculum, about a little bit about IGCSE and the flow about secondary school insyaallah. And for this morning, we only have two sessions. First session is a sharing and briefing from teacher Taufik, ataupun Ustaz Taufik. And then after that, we have a Q&A session, Q&A session from parents. If you have any things to ask, regards to our discussion, our sharing for this morning, you may ask lah. And we hopefully that our session will be end around 11 o'clock inshallah. Okay. So before that, I would like to introduce myself. I forgot, sorry. My name is Ahmad Hamid bin Hussein. I am a teacher, mathematics teachers in secondary school. I'm teaching secondary 1 and secondary 2 for mathematics and also AMAT, additional mathematics. Others I also teach about the tilawah and also tajweed, insyaAllah. Okay, so I think there is a little bit introduction. So now let's we pursue with our sharing moment from the principal. Okay, so I pass this mic to our principal Taufik to deliver the briefing insyaAllah. Falyatafaddal mashkur.
Okay, thank you Sir Hamidi as MC for today. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Innalhamdulillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu wa nastahdi wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. Man yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlil fala hadiya lahu. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarika lahu wa anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh la nabiyya ba'da, amma ba'd. Inshallah, like Sir Hamidi mentioned, I will brief a little bit about the introduction to Al-Amin Tropicana Secondary School of Kota Bharu. Okay, and then welcome to all parents and also the headmaster of Al-Amin Tropicana Primary School for today. Okay, inshallah, I want to present the yeah. Okay. Okay, this is for Okay. Let's introduce myself first. My name is Muhammad Taufik bin Pamis. I moved to Kelantan 2019, end of 2019, from Al-Amin, Al-Amin Sekolah Menengah Islam Al-Amin Gombak. And then this is the first batch during 2020. Okay, continue to 2021 this year for secondary 2. Okay. Okay, so maybe brief a little bit about the Al-Amin Tropicana Secondary School. Why it is established. Okay, so number one is English medium school, like the primary school also. Continued what have set for the primary school, and inshallah we conclude also the syllabus, not only for the for one certain subject, but almost all the subject will teach in English medium, English medium, except for other language lah. For example, bahasa Melayu, Arabic, Japanese, okay, for other language. And then number two, for our syllabus, we cover for both, which is Cambridge, IGCSE, and also SPM. IGCSE stand for International Grading General Certificate of Secondary Education. Maksudnya dia punya itulah, for we follow like similar ataupun equivalent to Cambridge punya assessment ataupun test GCSE. Okay, and then we continue also. We try to set also for SPM. Later I will brief on the next slide. Okay, about more on IGCSE and also SPM. Okay, number two is about the potential. Try to nurturing the student potential, and not only focus for assessment, but we try to also uh, polish for the student potential, inshallah. Okay, and then the one of the special things is about the limited numbers of student, around 10 to 15 student per class. So we can focus for the student, especially for the physical class. Okay, maybe it is very challenging to handle for online class, which is want to interact, what have the interaction between the teachers and also the students. Okay, and this is for 21st century education, similar with the primary also. We do for the 21st century learning, for especially in the class, and try to forces and try to involve with the students lah, especially for the physical class. We hope that next year, starting, if follow the pattern, maybe end of this year will be Kelantan, maybe move to the fasa 4, for dia punya, orang kata apa, the situation of the uh, dia punya itulah school plan, and then can come to the school physically, inshallah. Okay, this is about the mission. Okay, to produce student integrity, competence, and initiate change in family and also community. Inshallah, like the BR Soleh, we need to wait. Tadi kena, sorry, I need to, okay, again, continue. Okay, so this one is contribute towards the establishment of the prosperous civilization. This is about our mission lah, our mission, and also the philosophy, a comprehensive and ongoing education effort. And yet, for based on Al-Quran and Sunnah, we try to develop based on the students' potential to be abid and also the khalifah lah. Okay, we more focus on the diniyah and also the tarbiyah program, inshallah. Okay, this is about the curriculum. Maybe divide into three. Okay, so number one is about KSSM, which is national curriculum. We also follow. Even we have SPM, but we also include our syllabus also for the KSSM. That's why we try to set for SPM during Form 5, and we try to combine what the subject can synchronize between KSSM and also IGCSE. Okay, especially for some subject start starting from Form 1, okay, to learn for IGCSE, and the subject also include for the national curriculum or during Form 4 or Form 5, okay. So followed by IGCSE, the Cambridge curriculum. Okay, we right now we try to update because the syllabus of IGCSE every 2 years or 3 years it will revise. Maybe some topic, maybe one or two topics will change or add for the syllabus. But for the IGCSE, right now we're still in Form 2, and next year will be inshallah Form 3. Okay. And then Islah, for Islah we cover for Quran Hadith, Islamic study. Maybe for the languages, we also add for the Arabic, Japanese, and also Mandarin. Okay, this is because our target also for Japanese, maybe more on engineering. So that maybe the students want to proceed the study or pursue the study to maybe Japan. Or also we for German, until now we don't, not yet for apply for the languages lah. Later maybe we don't know. We see about the maybe the situation lah, the situation of the students, and also the teachers to teach for the languages. Okay, this is for the assessment for both IGCSE and also SPM. And then this one, why choose to integrate both of the curriculum. Okay, number one is IGCSE recognition by international universities, and also KSSM or SPM recognition by national universities. And then both also the universities, some universities, okay, also accept the IGCSE to go for the fast track, fast track. Okay, and then another one, recognition by international employers, and learner centric approach, because the syllabus of IGCSE a little bit different with the KSSM in term of the topics, mean not divide for by form. For example, SPM, they will divide by form, maybe form 1, form 2, form 3, form 4, form 5. Okay, maybe for the physics and also or the science subject, divide during form 4 and also form 5, and all the subject put in Form 4 and also Form 5. But for IGCSE, not we teachers, okay, teachers need to blend, and also sometimes need to use the topics not based on the form of the student, but for the learner centric approach lah. This is sometimes the teacher need to think more how to combine a few topics and also subject for the yeah, for the subject that he or she teach for the subject. Okay, and also for KSSM, the advantage is certificate can be used for apply many jobs, a lot of job in government or private sector, and the price for taking papers is cheaper fees compared to the IGCSE. Okay, can apply for scholarship. This is very important because almost all the scholarship request for SPM, which is have the good grades. Okay, this is the timeline. Start for Form 1. Okay, same for the Cambridge curriculum and also national curriculum. But Form 2, we will have the internal checkpoint. Internal checkpoint before look like PT3. PT3 means for national curriculum. For Form 3, they include for the PT3. Right now, PT3 is no more, and then can continue with the school-based assessment lah. And also the internal checkpoint, the subject for maybe not all the subject, but the subject only four subject that cover to test for the lower secondary. Okay, maksudnya form 1, form 2, the teachers will have to test bahasa Melayu, English, science, mathematics, and also ICT. About the four subjects to know about the. But it's only internal, means school-based assessment also. Not. But the question will take for the past year and also the Cambridge past year for the IGCSE lah, Cambridge or checkpoint exam. Okay, followed by form 3. Okay, form 3 continue, especially will prepare the student to have the IGCSE on form 4, because after they finish for the checkpoint exam, and then they will prepare form 3, means before they learn for science for form 1 and also form 2. But for form 3, they will start to learn physics, chemistry, bio, okay, because they will sit for IGCSE exam, because have two sitting, okay, for form 4, May and June for first sitting, and also the second sitting is October and also November. Okay, this is for IGCSE exam. So means if the Cambridge curriculum start from form 1 until form 4 and then finish. Okay, and also continue for the national curriculum until form 5. We prepare for the SPM exam. Okay, this is the timeline of the students, means start from form 2, form 4, and also form 5. Okay, this is about the detail of IGCSE and also some information of SPM lah. Okay. Okay. So for IGCSE, we divide into 5 group. Okay, 5 group, which is the for the group, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and also group 5. For group 1, okay, for group 1, need to target group 1 and also group 3. Okay, so this is a 5 group of IGCSE. For group 1 and also group 3, need to have 2 subject. But before this, they mentioned about one subject, one subject. But if the student want to have the international certificate of education, means the student need to complete 7 subject. If we divide into 7 subject, means 2 subject from languages and also 2 subject from sciences. Okay, and then 1 from humanities, 1 from mathematics, 1 from creative and vocational. Okay, so if divide the subject is like this lah. Okay, for mathematics, have 2 mathematics and also additional maths. Okay, so that the student can choose either one, mathematics or additional maths. If want to choose both is okay, because they also can prepare for the form 5, which is also have the subject of additional mathematics. But if they want only to get the ICE, ICE means International Certificate of Education, just have to pass only one, which is for mathematics or additional maths only. But for the languages, need to choose 2 out of 3. Means if choose for English and also Bahasa Melayu, and then Arabic is okay. Sometimes the student need to know about the what dia punya the strength, okay, to make sure that pass for the subject lah. Okay, pass for the subject. Okay, so English as second language, Bahasa Melayu also, Bahasa Melayu as the first language, but different with the Bahasa Melayu SPM lah. Maybe easier for the Bahasa Melayu IGCSE. Okay, and then for the sciences subject need to have to choose also two subject, physics chemistry or physics bio or chemistry bio. Okay, depend on the what dia punya preference of the students lah. Okay, social study, for the subject social study, you can choose for the Islamic studies. Okay, so for the humanity and also social science. Okay, ICT is the group of subject for creative and vocational, so that the student need to learn and also take for the papers lah. That's why during the yang tadi during internal checkpoint exam, they also need to take for the papers of ICT lah, ICT. So this one is already covered for the internal checkpoint and also proceed for the IGCSE. Okay, for Form 5, we include the subject that not covered for the Form 4, but we still start to focus, start Form 1, already Form 1, we learn Bahasa Melayu, but follow the national curriculum lah, national curriculum, because national curriculum is higher than Cambridge curriculum for Bahasa Melayu. That's why if they settle for national curriculum for Bahasa Melayu, I think for Cambridge is also done. Okay, okay. This one is for Bahasa Melayu. English also. English maybe a little bit different in term of maybe for literature. Okay. Maybe for the format of SPM. That's why the student needs to focus or need to learn in term of what the difference between English for IGCSE and also English for SPM. And sejarah also, after finish for Form 2, and then they will focus for sejarah lah. They include, because this one Form 1, Form 2 not learn yet for sejarah, but for Form 4 and also Form 5, they need to start to learn sejarah, especially for sejarah SPM lah. Sejarah SPM only cover for the topic of Form 4 and also Form 5. That's why need to include also for the SPM. Otherwise, for the subject, they already learn, especially mathematics, additional mathematics, okay, physics, chemistry, bio. Okay, all the subjects they already learn from the Form 1, Form 2, okay, and then they continue for Form 4 and Form 5 to have maybe to learn about the format, because the grading system and also the format may be a little bit different. Okay, how to answer for mathematics GCSE, for the marking scheme also a little bit different. That's why the teachers also need to focus on the different for marking scheme lah, especially to give a lot of mark, okay, to get higher mark in SPM. Okay, so this one is not all the subject we take, but maybe a few subject not cover, not to take all the subject offer for SPM, but maybe the importance that they can have the core subject, okay, core subject, and also the subject they have learned starting from 1. Okay, this is for assessment like before. This is a previous one for the price. That's why the SPM is cheaper. Okay, cheaper. But for center fee. Right now in Kelantan, we still don't have the center for IGCSE. Even Wadi Sofia and also Kelantan International School, they also need to take at the other center. Okay, for that's why need to pay for the center fee, and also every sitting subject. This is previous one 520, depend on center fees lah. Kalau center fee tu one subject tu 500, and then multiply lah for the numbers of subject. Okay, maybe after PKP, the price also change. Okay, this is for Form 4 and also Form 5. Okay, students are able to sit for physics, chemistry, bio, and maths because they are the subject covered in IGCSE. Okay, they learn also all the topics, and maybe teacher more focus on the the technique, how to answer the technique for SPM. Okay, and this one is the maybe also have changes the fees, but not too much lah. Okay, within the range of the fees. Okay, this is the subject. Okay, for core subject, divide this one for maths. This is also have the group lah. For example, maths and also at math in group mathematics. Okay, bahasa Melayu, English, Arabic. This is group of language. Okay, physics, chemistry, bio. This is the group of science. Okay, social study and Islamic study. Now we combine. This one is don't have the social studies, but we have the Islamic studies and also Quran Hadith. So ICT one subject. Okay, if you can see a lot of subject, but still in a few groups of the subject. Even teach for the all the subjects. Okay, and we try to include, for example, the lower secondary. They focus for sciences, maksudnya science instead of bio, chemistry, physics. What they learn from biochemistry, physics, and then they continue for form 3 and also form 4. Okay, this is for additional subject. Okay, we include for example hafazan and tilawah sekali. Okay, this one. And for engineering science, okay, for um physical class, maybe we can focus for how to especially for the robotic lah, and also some part for electronic. Okay, we do in a lot in physical class, but for online class sometimes learn about the theory maybe a little bit hard to student to have the practical. Okay, that's why we more focus if the student will have the physical class, especially maybe early of next year for engineering science. Okay, we also more target for graphic design, especially for the 3D printing. Maybe start with the simple one, which is the pen, 3D pen though, and then we continue for the 3D printing lah. Not start yet for the 3D printing unless they learn for the pen for 3D first. Okay, Nihongo means the Japanese language, Mandarin, and also Japanese. Okay, for additional subjects. Okay, the teacher, the sensei of Nihongo, we have a joint venture with the UMK for Institute Bahasa. That's why the sensei is one of from Japan, Mika Kitahara sensei, and also another one local, which is Sensei Ifah lah. Okay, entrepreneurship. Before this, we have a deal with UMK PC, but maybe happen this year we have online and also PKP, and then the project of joint venture with UMK still pending, and if have the physical class next year, and then we will proceed for the plan that we plan early of this year, but still pending. And so Quran Hadith include for the tilawah and also hafazan lah. Okay, this is for additional subject. Okay, engineering science curriculum, yang tadi yang ni lah, engineering science divide for the module. Okay, section 1, section 2, section 3. Okay, for this programming and electronic also, the student have the practical need to do in schools. Okay, and for secondary 2, they more focus on mechanical and robotic component. Maybe some students like to have maybe for robotics, or join the event or tournament, or have the competition of the robotics, and then easily to join because they already learned for robotic for during module 4. But right now, for engineering science, still pending during online, more focus on the subject that have for exam lah. Okay, so secondary 3, advanced engineering for module 5 lah. After they finish for the module 3 and also module 4, and they can proceed for module 5 in secondary 3. Okay, this is the foreign language, okay, Japanese. And then this is extra curriculum. For Al-Amin Dinia, we have Hafazan and also Tilawah based on the potential of the student. Okay, studies of Quran Hadith and Islamic study to make sure that they know about Dinia, and also to enhance the tarbiyah for student. Okay, for tarbiyah program, we have the usrah, weekly usrah. Even in online or PKP, we will have conduct usrah every week with the two group of student, boys and also girls. Okay, boys one group and also girls one group. Okay, for tarbiyah program, we plan to have the Qiyamul Mukhayyam and Islamic event lah. Before this, we do for the korban, especially we try practice for the student to slaughter the chicken lah, chicken, starting with the chicken, and then maybe have the experience how to slaughter for the chicken. Okay, leadership program, Khalifah and survival skills. Okay, divide into 4, which is cooking, sewing, and technical part. Technical part we cover for maybe piping, and also the technical lah. Technical, sometimes they for electric. Okay, they also learn about the skill of this. Okay, internship, maybe form 3 or form 4, they will have the community service and or Islah project lah. Maybe go to the orphans house, or dia punya kawasan-kawasan yang targeted area lah. Okay, for the community service and also Islah project. Okay, this is what we have 2 years, means last year lah. Last year we have the maybe the football, not like the club, but we also have the football for curriculum, and also the archery. Okay, like continue for primary also, because primary have the club, and then they also some student have the basics, and then that's why can continue lah to have the archery class. Okay, and then we deal also with the PBMK to have twice a month, means sorry. Uh, Okay, so for this one co-curriculum, okay, co-curriculum have badminton, and also we have once a month go to the bowling lah to learn, but still deal with the USM sports science to have the trainer lah, not only play the bowlings, but they also need to learn how to play properly. So this is one of the sports that we have for co-curriculum. Okay, so for educational path, okay, so start with divide into 3 lah, for matric or pre-university, diploma courses, and A levels or IB. Okay, so for matrix or pre-university, for IGCSE, still except for IIUM, International Islamic School, UM, USIM, private college like HAP University, Monash, Sunway, okay, for private university and also the colleges. Okay, so for the diploma also same, maybe the route, if the student want to have the fast track, maybe they can join after form 4. If the student pass for all the subject, for the 7 subject that I mentioned before. Okay, so the student can apply for the go for metric after form 4. Okay, they don't need for wait to finish for SPM, but it's okay if they want to have both, especially IGCSE and also SPM, because the advantage or the requirement for both is different lah. If the student take for SPM, maybe the opportunity or the chance to get the scholarship, to get the entrance for a lot of university is open. Okay, so diploma courses also accept for the students lah. Maybe earlier to have the diploma courses, if not cannot join for matrix or pre-university, and for those the student want to continue overseas or want to continue abroad, okay, and then will have or continue for A levels based on the IGCSE, can continue for A levels. Okay, also the some private university that I mentioned for the same lah, same universities and colleges. Okay, but the difference is the rate of IGCSE may be different rate of SPM for the student who intake for the universities lah. Means if they have the fast track to join, for example, IUM, but the ticket is from IGCSE, and then the student need to pay maybe like international student also, because uh, the study path for the IUM ataupun dia punya orang kata apa IGCSE punya tu maybe a little bit different with SPM. SPM maybe need to wait for 1 year and then continue, for example IUM, USIM is more cheaper lah rather than continue with the IGCSE. This is during class for implementation of SOP, and then the thing is school building. Right now we combine with the Al-Amin Tropicana Primary. If you can see here, maybe I want to highlight here. This for the rooftop, we have 2 class right now. Okay, 2 classes right now. And then at the back, kat belakang ni tak boleh ambil gambar. At the back, maybe headmaster maybe can give also the additional information. Okay, what I know, the discuss with the owner of the building want to add for 3 more classes lah at the back. So maknanya yang ni bahagian depan. Okay, bahagian belakang tu will add 3 more classes, which is can cover for this one for our next plan. Secondary 1, secondary 2 and also secondary 3 will stay at the rooftop lah. Okay, for other primaries, they will stay at the other class lah, maksudnya kelas yang di bawah. Okay, that's our school building planning, especially for next year, because the contractor already have the plan, and also want to start for the renovation, I think November, and also until finish for before the student can join for the next intake, means March, intake of March. Okay, this is school operation hour, similar with the primary also, 8 until 4 p.m. And then the public holiday follow the national and states, and school holiday as state by MOE. This is registration, still 1,000, but 50% discount for the parents from Al-Amin Tropicana Primary School. Okay, so means 500 lah, yearly 700, and monthly tuition fees was 700, and plus with the meals 160 lah. The meals is different, a little bit different. Maybe the meals is similar to the meals of the teachers also. Okay, so this is the uniform. Okay, sport attire, they need to wear alternate between the days lah. Okay, Sunday, Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, and also Thursday, they need to wear for uniform and rotate with the sport attires for Monday and also Wednesday. Okay, I think that's all from me to brief about the introduction of the Al-Amin Tropicana School of Secondary lah. Okay, I pass to MC Sir Hamidi.
Okay, so Alhamdulillah, thank you to Ustaz Taufik for the presentation and briefing on the secondary school. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, now we open to all parents. Kan, if you have any questions, if you have anything to say lah, okay, to question, insyaAllah, you may tell, insyaAllah, right now. Okay, so now we open for the Q&A session, insyaAllah. Okay, anyone want to start first?
Maybe Ustaz Hamzi can add for the information, especially for the building. Is it possible?
Okay, insyaAllah.
Uh,
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you Ustaz Taufik and our MC Ustaz Hamidi. I hope my voice is clear. Is it clear? Dengar tak?
clear.
Yes.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Regarding the building, almost the same like mentioned by Ustaz Taufik just now lah. Actually, we have two plans. Previously, we plan to have our own new building at the adjacent building, and that one also still ongoing process. Sebelah bangunan tadika sekarang tu ada satu bangunan juga. We still on the negotiation with the building owner lah. At the same time, cuma kita punya backup plan lah macam Ustaz Taufik sebut tadi. Yang ni memang dah gerak. Kita dah deal that we already get all the approval lah, all including what do we call architecture and engineering drawing dah siap semua, dah ada, dah dapat approval from PBT also, PKB. So insyaAllah kontraktor pun semua dah datang. Kita mula bulan November ni. Yang planning asal untuk tambah bahagian atas tu akan diteruskan lah. Sebab if parents notice our building tu memang asal memang ada 4 tingkat. Cuma selama ni kita guna 3 je. We only use 3 floor. Dan tingkat atas tu dia ada dinding saja dan dia punya roof tak penuh lah. So kita just buat sedikit renovation untuk penuhkan sedikit bumbung. Selepas dia punya ni lah, kalau ada yang bahagian engineering kat sini, dia orang akan tahu kot. Dia kena ada load calculation semua kan. Untuk pastikan safety building tu tak ada masalah. So dah settle lah regarding the safety punya tu. Alhamdulillah dia ada method dia untuk pastikan it's not affected building punya structure. So kita akan tambah macam Ustaz Taufik mention just now, we will add, kalau ikut space dan ukuran tu ada lagi 3 ruang boleh tambah bahagian sebelah lagi tu. Yang tu kita sebab that building will be just continue for primary. Cuma dari segi bilangan kelas primary tu kita masih kita just tambah, kalau kita just tambah one batch. Usually one batch kita tambah batch dari bawah je. So untuk ruang kelas primary tu masih cukup lah. Walaupun kita tambah primary 1 next year to 2 classes, we still have enough space for primary. Cuma ada sedikit minor renovation also lah at the floor yang bawah tu untuk partition semua tu macam biasalah yang tu. So just to conclude that regarding the building, memang kita punya school, secondary school ni just still near to our still within that area lah, within Teliput area. Whether in the top of the building that I mentioned just now, the construction already start to happen, and if possible, if we can finish our dealing and negotiation with the adjacent building punya owner tu earlier, insyaAllah kalau sempat untuk tahun depan tu kita dapat another new building for secondary, so kita akan proceed another new building. So that this the 2 plans lah for our building, and insyaAllah dari segi sebab kita pun ada sedikit, dia macam lari sikit jugalah. Plan yang asal memang tahun depan dah building secondary sendiri dah. Cuma kita quite affected juga financially at the first place due to COVID-19, tapi sekarang dah makin okey lah. Alhamdulillah dah okey balik. So macam tu lah basically regarding the building. So maybe that's all kot. Dan kita punya tempoh sekolah pun lambat sikit kan, buka next year March baru buka, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, maybe that's all from me. Ustaz Taufik, insyaAllah, for building.
Okay, thank you, Ustaz Amzi, for the additional information on the building. Okay, so the question that from the chat box, okay, start secondary bulan April tahun depan ke? Okay, like Ustaz Hamzi mentioned also during his elaboration, from the KPM or MOE, Datuk Razijidin mentioned that the next school operation will start on March, because still have the January and also February. Okay, they extend the school session for 2021. Means the primary student need to also finish for the session of 2021 until February of 2022. Okay, and then after school break, and then March 2022, they will continue for the next session of for school session lah, 2022. Okay, is it okay? Okay, okay, the teachers, okay, so thank you for the question. Okay, right now the teachers, we have the 4 permanent teachers and also 4 part-time teachers. Okay, part-time teachers we cover for the languages, which is for Mandarin, Japanese, and English. Okay, for next year we plan to have our own English teacher, and also we will add 1 or 2 teachers. Okay, depend on the arrangement of the school lah. Okay, and also the number of student. Okay, so so that the teachers right now for 2021, because we have 2 class. Okay, 2 classes for 2021, secondary 1 and also secondary 2. Okay, so that we have 4 permanent teacher and also 4 part-time teacher. Okay, for next year maybe 5 or 6 permanent teachers, and then for part-time teacher also follow with the subject, for example Japanese and Mandarin, because we don't have don't need to hire yet to have the permanent for Mandarin and so Japanese. Okay, so that's for the question. Teachers.
Okay, thank you. So another question, inshallah. We have several more minutes before 11.
Assalamualaikum. Saya Rusminda. Saya nak tanya pasal macam makmal untuk secondary school. Sebab saya tak pastilah yang untuk tahun ni kena, sebab saya tak masuk lagi. Anak-anak saya tak masuk. Sementara makmal tu dah settle tu untuk pembelajaran komputer, kimia, fizik, semua tu lah.
Okay, thank you for the question. Okay, so for the ICT lab, for the science lab, okay, maybe ICT first. For ICT, we still combine because we share the building with the primary. Okay, we have arranged the timetable between the primary and also secondary to have the class in ICT lab lah. Means we have the timetable, and then the students, because we have 20 numbers of computer and enough for every student to have every computers lah during the class, especially for the students secondary, a few subject, for example graphic design, ICT, and also engineering science, some topic they need to go for to ICT lab. Okay, and then they already implement during the physical class lah, physical class. And for science lab, right now we still want to change from the, because we plan this year we will have our science lab at the rooftop, but based on the security and also the maybe the safety aspect, we try to move for the ground floor. That's why we still don't have the the proper science lab this year, and still what the want to renovate for the maybe the class for the lower ground, okay, to have the science lab, so that the primary and also the secondary can do for the experiment for next year. Okay, we already get the tables and also the facilities, some facilities from UM to put in our science lab lah. Okay, so inshallah next month or next year, we will have the our own science lab and also ICT lab together.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so another question. We move to the next question. Okay, maybe we have one or two more questions before we end our session.
Assalamualaikum. Ini bukan question, ni saya nak offer lah. Hari tu Mu'alim Hamzi dia cakap pasal engineering, pasal 3D printing. So, jadi untuk yang 3D printing tu, tempat saya ni kita ada 3D printing lah. Kalau nak nak ajak student tu untuk buat projek 3D printing, kita ada lah alat-alat tu. Dan sebenarnya alat-alat tak mahal pun, dah RM800 kita dapat dah mesin untuk 3D printing. So, kalau nak expose student untuk 3D printing, kita boleh uruskan lah. Right.
Okay, quite interesting because the student start to learn for the 3D, use 3D pen, and then they continue for the 3D printing lah. So inshallah we will deal for the graphic design subject especially to have the 3D printer. Okay, thank you madam for the information.
Okay, maybe the last question or any suggestion? Okay. If there is no more question, okay, so maybe just now is the last one. Okay. So inshallah, if any of parents have after this morning session you still have things to ask, you may personally message or call to principal or headmaster to further question inshallah. Okay, so now we are already in 1 more minute to 11 inshallah. So maybe we end our session this morning for today lah. Okay, so we would like to thank you to all parents who are joining this session, and also to Principal Taufik and also Headmaster Muallim Hamzi. Okay, in the chat box, okay, Teacher Taufik share his phone number. So if you have any question, you may PM him later on, inshallah. Okay, so that's all for today. So we will end our session this morning with Tasbih Kafara and Suratul Asr. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Assalamualaikum. Terima kasih semua.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. Okay.
Okay.
Terima kasih semua for joining this morning, insyaAllah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, welcome.